There are 56 achievements in Palworld, from catching your first pal all the way to defeating the hardest bosses and raids. Some of them can be very grindy, so let's talk about the settings. I know not everyone is a fan of me changing the settings, but I have played through this game so many times now that this is the only way to make it enjoyable for me. I'm not gonna mess with any combat settings because a lot of the achievements are combat related. I am gonna turn the XP up and change the weight, durability and egg incubation to 0. I'm also playing this on a randomizer just to spice things up a bit. Since this is a randomizer, aggressive pals are spawning everywhere. To avoid these pals, I'm gonna build my base at the beach. There's not many pal spawns here and the area is flat. I want an early mount and the first pal I see for that is Univolt. My first pal and my first achievement. There's 7 achievements for catching pals. I have to get 140 different pals and a total of at least 1000. There's also some achievements for catching the legendary pals, but I'll get back to that later. My early goal is to rush my way to catching a jet dragon, because everything will get easier with a jet dragon. Let's make the Univolt saddle. Get another catching achievement and let's kill some alphas. There's 2 achievements for killing alphas, but that's not the reason I'm killing them right now. I want some ancient technology points to unlock the Mercer Ring. This will make catching pals so much easier. While out there catching pals, I get the Freshman Surveyor. There's 3 discovery achievements, and these I will get by just playing the game, so no need to focus on those. Let's upgrade our base. With the randomizer, I can get a lot of good pals early on in the game, but also it made it very annoying later in the game when I was looking for specific pals. Let's get some mount upgrades. I want the Rayhound saddle, Gale Claws gloves, and I want some pal spheres. 90 different pals have been caught. Let's do something else. Fishing is fun. Let's make a fishing rod and some bait. There are 4 fishing achievements. We have to reel in 50 pals in total and we have to get a pal with the Lunker passive skill. The Lunker passive skill is guaranteed if you catch a pal with this purple beam. I'm gonna make the saddle for Valaska. Valaska's partner skill will make the fishing easier. While I was at the base, we got a merchant visit. We can catch the merchant to get the only human catching achievement, Inhuman Act. With my fresh new Valaska saddle and my super awesome Stardew Valley fishing skills, getting a lunker should not be hard.
Nope. Nope. Nope.
I failed. I'll get back to it later. I want the ore mining sites, and to unlock that I need to defeat Lily and Layn. There is an achievement for every tower boss, and one where you have to defeat them on hard mode. But for now I'm just gonna defeat the first 2 towers. While on my way to the second tower I get the Exceptional Pal Tamer achievement. Only thing missing now is to catch 1000 pals. And you can see at the top right hand corner that I'm not even halfway there. Second tower boss down. The ore mining sites is going to help with a lot, including getting some money. I'm also going to need some coal and quartz to upgrade my base. So let's first go to the coal cluster that is near Anubis. On my way there I can fight a rampaging pal. There is 1 achievement to defeat a predator pal. Let's get a few base upgrades and then let's go out there and get the overhunting achievement. Catching 1000 pals will take some time, and I was doing other stuff while hunting these pals. I got the Shroomer saddle to help with the sanity in the base. I built a ranch for some Dumuts to get high quality pal oil, and I built more ore mining sites. You can never get enough ore mining sites. 1000 pals have been caught. It didn't take me to level 60 though, so I'm gonna catch more pals soon. First, I want to make a base for the quartz. I got another Surveyor achievement on my way there. I only need 1 more of those, and I will get that later when looking for collectibles. Another visit for my merchant. This time it's a caravan leader. He has a lot of goodies. I'm gonna buy all the different seeds to help with the food in the base. And I want those for Mammer's curry later. With the quartz I got, I can make some circuit boards for the electric furnace. Let's build a base for some ranch pals. I'm gonna need a bunch of cakes to build a strong team for the raid bosses later. Right now I'm just gonna use some cakes to get a few Anubises to help out at the base. Level 60, it's time to get ourselves a Jet Dragon. To defeat Jet Dragon, I'm gonna first get a Frostallion. To defeat the Frostallion, I'm gonna use the Flame and Poison Bow. Let's make some Legendary Spheres and make our way to Frostallion. I have uploaded videos of me killing the Legendary Pals with these bows before, if you want to check that out. Frostallion is almost dead, now let's catch it. My capture power is so bad that even with the legendary spheres, they just bounce off. Maybe the sniper module will help. This time it goes into the sphere, now we just have to get lucky. I get 2 achievements, one for catching Frostallion and one for getting 5 PAL bounty tokens. Let's get the saddle and let's make the PAL surgery table. I get to throw 1 sphere before I die, and I get super lucky. There is 2 more achievements to catch Necromus and Palladius, but I will wait with that. As of now, there is no achievements to catch the newest legend, Neptilius. With the Jet Dragon saddle, I can now get the collectibles. There's 3 achievements here. We have to get 40 journal notes and we have to get 300 Liftmonk effigies. These are scattered around the map. There's 49 journals in total and there is 605 Liftmonk effigies. So we just have to get half of these. While I'm out here looking for effigies, I finally get the last Surveyor achievement. And that's the last effigy. I'm done with the collectibles, I'm gonna go back to fishing, but this time I'm gonna get some upgrades. That doesn't work. I'm bringing the advanced fishing rod and some deluxe bait. My first attempt with the new setup, and look how much easier this is. We get 2 achievements, one for the Lunker Pal and one for it being the 10th pal I get from fishing. To get the last 2 fishing achievements, I can just fish at the low level spots to speed things up. Now let's do some fighting. I still need to kill some bosses for the Alpha Boss Slayer achievement. This is going to be really easy with Jet Dragon. Let's do something more challenging. Let's catch the knights. We are done with the legends. Let's get a huge weapon upgrade. The new Terraria dungeon contains a lot of cool stuff. What I want here is the Terra Prisma and the Hallowed Hood. The Hallowed Hood will increase the damage dealt by Terra Prisma. There is an achievement to clear 20 dungeons, but I'm not sure if this dungeon counts. I'm not gonna stick around to find out. I get both the items in the second run. They are both common rarity, but this shit is so OP that I don't care. Let's get some more defense. I'm gonna make the Hyper Shield and some Pal Metal Armor. Now let's do the dungeon achievement that I was talking about. We need to clear 20 dungeons, and I can work on some other achievements at the same time. You can get all the different raid slab fragments and some treasure maps from these dungeons. Looting 5 treasure maps will give an achievement. After clearing 20 dungeons, I get everything that I need. The achievement, the treasure maps, and I can build all the raid slabs. Let's loot the treasure. It would be cool if the treasure maps had like a riddle or something to them, but they don't. You just loot them. Alright, let's start working on some achievements that you can get at the base. First, the 3 crafting achievements. We have to craft 2000 spheres, 10,000 ingots, and 20,000 ammo. There is an easy way to get all of these pretty fast. For the spheres, we can just make the blue PAL spheres. For the ingots, we can craft the normal ingots, and I have plenty of ore for that. And for the ammo, we can just make some arrows. There's more to do at the base. We have expeditions and the PAL research laboratory. With the expeditions, I'm just gonna do the easiest one. You have to complete 20 expeditions, and it doesn't matter which ones you do. To make this as fast as possible, you should get 10 times the required firepower. I'll get this by condensing a few pals and then leveling them up at the Sakurajima factions using Jet Dragon's Meteor Rain. Alright, I'm currently editing this video and there has been an update. Getting higher firepower doesn't speed up the expeditions anymore, but they now give more rewards. Let's build the research laboratory. I need to complete 70 of these to get the 3 achievements. The last research achievement is going to take some time, so let's start working on breeding pals. I want a Finsadr Ignis army. I wanted to fish one with Lunker, but I just couldn't get one. I did however get a normal Finsadr with Lunker, and I can use that to breed down to Finsadr Ignis. I caught another Jet Dragon to use for breeding. I want to breed down the Legend passive skill and Meteor Rain all the way down to Finsadr Ignis. We can speed things up by adding the Philanthropist passive skill on all the pals, and we can get Braloha's saddle. This is the breeding path that I'm using. Just like the research laboratory, this is going to take some time. So let's loot some faction bases. You can get 2 achievements from these. Looting the big chest counts as a completion. I need to complete 10 of these. You can do the easier factions, but the harder ones will give you a guaranteed Kinship Peach. Kinship Peach is really good for leveling up your trust with a pal. And there is an achievement for maxing out your trust. You can also buy these from the bounty shop. Let's clear out the rest of the tower bosses. I mentioned earlier that you can get an achievement for every tower kill, and you can get one for defeating 6 out of 7 on hard mode. The reason it's not all 7 is because the achievement came with the Sakurajima update. This was before Bjorn and Bastagor got added to the game. My army of Insider Ignises is going to have Legend, Lunker, Musclehead and Serenity. We only need to breed for Legend and Lunker. The Musclehead implant I can get from the Bounty Shop and the Serenity from the Arena. The Arena. You can get 2 achievements at the Arena, one for reaching Silver rank and one for reaching Master rank. I'm only getting the Silver rank for now because I want the Serenity implant. I'll be back later when I have my Insider Ignis army. Let's do the original oil rig. Something is wrong. The turrets aren't shooting at you like they used to, so I can just fly all the way to the chest. You get 1 achievement here when you loot the big chest. I did almost die here because I was playing this like a dumbass. Finally, after an eternity, I get the last research laboratory achievement. The breeding farms are looking good. There is 2 achievements for condensing pals. One for maximizing 1 pal and one for maximizing 5. Before I do that, I'm gonna make a base for some crude oil extraction. I want plasteel for some upgrades in the endgame. Getting crude oil is slow, but I can get it in the background while doing other stuff. I'm gonna use the same Jet Dragon Meteor Rain strat as I did before to get them to max level. Now let's test out these bad boys with some hard mode tower bosses. That was a little worse than I thought. So let's upgrade them some more with Pal Souls. To get Pal Souls, I'm gonna breed a bunch of Anubises and then butcher them. Let's try some more hard mode tower bosses. So what's left? We have the raids, the chopper and the arena left. It's time to get our final weapon and armor upgrade. We need some hexalite. You can now build hexalite mines at the base, but for the chromite you still need to do it the old-fashioned way, with the help of Smokey. Let's upgrade to the hexalite armor, and I want the plasma cannon for the chopper fight. My Finsider army is still not ready for the raids, so let's complete the arena. The arena can be annoying. Some of the fights are easier than others. It really depends on the team you fight. You can always back out before the fight if you don't like the team you're facing. After a bunch of wins and a lot of losses, I finally became an arena master. I'm gonna spend the battle tickets on Holy Burst and Absolute Frost fruits, and then plant them at the base to grow more. The chopper. We can use the Terra Prisma to defeat the chopper, but I don't want to disable all the turrets, so I'm gonna use the plasma cannon. I just need to clear out some of the humans and then I'm ready for the chopper. Chopper eliminated. Now there's only the raids left. One more raid boss. Let's get our final upgrades. I haven't upgraded the IVs on the pals, and some of them haven't even been condensed. But this should still be possible. And there it is, all 56 Palworld achievements. Before you go, please check out my newest series, where I try to beat the game with only a chillet. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.